pursuing.
Wouldn't it? When I have some, I'll share it with you.
I'm sorry. So you can look around, and there's nothing very important here. You can look at Skinner smiling, and there's a lock. One thing about the intensity of the game is that you don't have something like you showing that you actually can, well, lockpick this lock. It's very, if you think about it, it's clear, but the game doesn't give you any hint about what you can do. So now that I've picked up the lockpick, it's showing what I can lockpick, and I could, for example, lockpick Skinner, but I'm not gonna do that because he's going to get mad.
You can pretend you're not doing that.
Just pretend that you're not doing that. So you can get in.
Why don't you check out the main floor? I'm gonna take a look in there.
Whatever you say, mister. So you have to step up a little to the right, to the right, to the left, and look down. And then you can see a blood spot, on which you can tragic music, which you can use the evidence kit on to get some samples from the blood. Ooh, spooky. Spooky.
I found blood. Someone got shot.
So if you go up there, and that's one of the parts that are really, really hard to see, is this part here. If you look at that log of wood, there's a bullet in here. Ta-da! You can also use the evidence kit to get the bullet out. So, let's see. Another thing you can see is go one right, go one straight, and you can see like the two or three pixels on the ground here. That's a cigarette butt. You can also use the evidence kit to pick up the cigarette here. So, yeah. So, what can we do else? Yeah, another thing is, that's where Skinner went, so that was the entrance, somehow on the right side here. That's where Skinner went, so you can look into the drawer or the cupboard. Well, there's nothing very interesting in here. There's Skinner.
Well, his phone is DOA.
Yeah. So, nothing really interesting, which could help us in the case. You can talk to Skinner, but wait for that. So you can get upstairs here, but you have to use the flashlight to get a little further, like here and here. And you can see a toolbox right here. And the toolbox, the only tool that's actually contained in the toolbox is a crowbar, which actually reminds me of the fact that I have to record some Half-Life 2 episode 2 today. Echo and Freeman. So, and you can get back. That might be no. This way and downstairs. So you can see it's pretty hard to navigate in here. No, Jesus. Hello, Mr. Skinner. So,
Why would Mulder and Scully have called this location?
I'm not sure, but it's the best lead we've got.
before I talk to Skinner a lot more, there are some crates which we didn't open yet. So let's walk one more to the straight and now look down. You can see the crates right here, and use the crowbar on it. Well, first of all, you need to zoom in and then use a crowbar. That's never a good idea. Just put your hand in there. So, you can use the evidence kit as well to get some samples out of that. Oh, I can't take the crowbar back. That's just mean. So, you can get up. And what does it say? 441 or something? Probably. So, let's get back to the office where Skinner actually is. And talk to him.
That blood is troubling.
It doesn't look very good, does it? Let's have it analyzed and know it belongs to someone else.
The bullet passed through. The victim may only have been injured.
And that's assuming they were only shot once. But I appreciate your optimism, Agent Willmore.
If they were killed, where are the bodies?
I doubt the killers would leave the bodies of 2 federal agents lying here for us to find. If they're dead, we'll probably never find them. Let's just hope that's not the case. Now, if we delay any longer, we'll be lucky to find anything.
Yeah, you can also
I'll have
talk
some
about the
DNA tests
evidence.
run on the blood.
I'll take a sample to the Psych Crime Lab in D.C. and have it analyzed.
What do you think about that?
I don't know, but I suggest you minimize your contact with it until we have it analyzed.
What do you think about this?
It's a popular brand.
Yeah, so we're done with that. So, let's get out of here. Oh right, there was something I'm forgetting. So, you can get this way to a kind of pier, if you want to call that, and talk to this guy.
What's your name? Who's asking?
The FBI.
Agent Willmore, FBI. Like to ask you a few questions.
Oh yeah, one thing I want to tell you guys is, which might probably gonna call that LX2, just for saving purposes. You can die in this, let's say, adventure.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, you can, well, fire a weapon at everyone, so, you can even use the handcuffs.
Don't do that.
But he won't let you, somehow. Anyway, I'm gonna show him the badge.
Agent Willmore, FBI. Like to ask you a few questions.
I don't want the freaking... Thank you.
What's your name?
James Wong.
What can you tell me about that warehouse?
Not much. It's a warehouse. I don't know, I just dock here. Yeah, they used to haul a lot of cargo in and out of there. Armed guards sometimes. Lately it's been pretty quiet, which ain't too surprising, considering what's been going on around here.
Well, what exactly is that?
Fish been drying up.
Okay, what about the fish?
Have you noticed any unusual activity?
Not really, just the fact the warehouse been a lot quieter than usual.
You been here this last week?
Pretty much.
You haven't seen or heard anything unusual?
No, I try to get home by dusk, see my family.
Tell me about your family.
Why?
Curious. Just want to know about your family, that's all.
Okay. Wife, little girl,
How old's your daughter?
7.
Young for a man your age. I'm surprised.
I eat a lot of fish.
Is your wife younger than you?
Young enough to have a 7-year-old.
How long have you been in this country?
My accent give it away, huh? 10, 11 years, maybe.
Where you from, Mr. Wong?
China. I left Canton in 1985.
So let's ask him about the evidences here.
Any reason why we'd find blood in that warehouse?
No, industrial accident maybe, I don't know.
Does this look familiar to you?
No, what is it?
Why don't you let me ask the questions?
He's such an asshole
Can I
sometimes.
get a cigarette from you?
Sorry, I don't smoke. Gives you cancer. Don't you watch the news?
So what's happened to the fishing?
I don't know, but it's getting bad. Some folks say it's from overfishing.
How long's this been going on?
Long enough for a lot of guys to move on. Can't make ends meet. I'm thinking about it myself.
So yeah, that's basically everything you can ask the guy. Turn, upstairs, left, straight. Ugh. I was, Jesus Christ. Straight, right.
That sedan's been following us since we left the field office.
Who do you think it is?
Someone who's interested in what we're doing.
What should we do about that car?
I think that's your call, Agent Willmore.
Do you think they know about Mulder and Scully?
It's possible. Why don't you go ask them?
So, here's something you can screw up, although it's not very necessary that you do that, so... But I'm gonna show you what happens if you don't do what I'm to do about next. So you can walk up to the car, and, well... If you're walking up to the car even closer, they just drive away. So, you don't want to do that. You can walk up to the car till here, and then pick up your camera, and then get a nice shot of the license plate. And get back in the car and to the field office, I think. So, if you now use the computer, the password Shiloh still, you can use, first of all you have to download the picture from here, which is now, well, even better, it's 241EAK. Let's see, it's 241EAK, and you search for citizens database, you won't find anything. The same goes for FBI. But if you go to the military and government search database, it tells you there's an error because it's restricted data and you can access it. So, yeah. That's basically everything you can do in the field office. But you can also go to the crime lab in Seattle for the FBI and talk to Mr. John Amos.
Hey, Mr. Willmore.